Imagine a world without credit card companies. Now, we gave that some thought, and we looked into it, and we actually found out that credit cards are older than fax machines. They cost too much, and they provide too little value. So, to exemplify that, we look at the Marriott example. It's not uncommon that retailers lose about 50% of their profit in card charges. The consumer, when he travels abroad, he pays about 3 to 5% extra for any international transaction. That's about $6,000 per corporate traveler. So we're Z-crd, and we're a new payment network company. We compete against Visa, Mastercard, and American Express. So what have we done so far? Well, we're 9 months into the making. We have built the system. It's self-funded. We have tested the system on a retailer here in Singapore, and we have filed a patent application. Now, you might ask yourself, why now? Well, the first answer is the cloud. We're building a faster, better, more secure, more scalable solution than you have seen today. The second point is actually what we have invented, because the real problem is, how do you connect the merchant without any integration cost? That's the problem we solve. So with the card, we can actually connect the merchant without any integration work whatsoever. That's 90% of the point-of-sale system. So what's the difference between the old and the new? Well, the first difference is that we cut out the middlemen. That's how we save 65% of the transaction cost. These middlemen were needed many years ago, but they're not needed now. The second difference is that when you pay, automatically you get a digital searchable receipt into the cloud and on your mobile phone, the holy grail of information. So for example, if you want to drink that fabulous Australian wine that you had a year ago, but you can't remember the name of it, you open the app, you type in the search word, and you'll find it there in your receipts. The third difference between the old and the new is the services. Now, I'm just going to exemplify that with one example here. We call it Mom, can you pay for me? So your daughter is at a store and doesn't have enough money to pay for the merchandise. She sends you a payment request to your mobile phone, and securely you enter a PIN code, and off your daughter walks with the merchandise. Last, customer service. With credit cards, you call phone numbers at the back of the card. Now, the modern generation doesn't want to work that way. They want all the information, all the service in the mobile, and that's what they get, whether they want to complain, pay the bill, or see what happened to their transaction. Business model. How do we make money? Well, we cut the transaction cost from 3 to 1%, and that's by cutting out the middleman, not the profit. Second, we go and do referrals. And we have decided that we're not going to do points, we're not going to do air miles, we only do referrals with cashback. Is this a good business? Well, let's look at 100,000 users. This is a $500 million business. And it's a $500 million business, and it has a 40% profit margin. This is big business. The card companies know that. So who are we? We're Åke, we're Stefan, and we're Johan. We've built companies before. We're excited about building companies. We know that it takes a lot of effort, but that's what we do. We have consumer marketing experience, and we have 18 years of banking software development experience. Now, go to market. Now it becomes fun. How do you do that? Well, here we have the network challenge. When you build a business which involves consumers and merchants, you need to provide immediate benefits. So what we say is that, hey, merchant, install our plugin and offer your customers referral rewards where they want to, and get your existing customers to be your best sales guys. Offer your customer digital receipts and learn from the digital itemized data that you get in the database. Now, how do we roll out a thing like this in Singapore? Because there are millions of merchants. Actually, that's not true. They're all controlled by about 10 families. So to roll this out is fairly I wouldn't use the word easy, but fun at least. Once we have rolled out that on the merchant side, now how do we get the consumer? The consumer, well, on every receipt that comes out of the cash register, there's a QR code. The consumer who is not yet a Z-crd customer scans the QR code and gets redirected to the App Store where he can download the app and instantly benefit from the reward system. After that, we have an installed base, and we move straight on to the payment system with all the nice features. Whoops. Now, we're here. We're looking for $3 billion to reach these 100,000 customers and 2,000 merchants. This is Z-crd. Thank you very much.